You had a huge come-from-behind win last week against the New England Patriots. Team Pete that let you go after you had a winning record.
Hey, let's get stronger. Let's get stronger from this point forward. Come together even tighter, work together even more so. Let's challenge each other even more and get this thing taken out next. We got another step coming up next week.
You signed Matt Flynn from Green Bay to a pretty good contract. And then you draft Russell Wilson from Wisconsin in the 3rd round. How tough was it to say, all right, we're going to go with a rookie?
It was hard. I mean, it's a challenge, and anytime you have to make a big decision like that. But he's an amazing kid, an unbelievable character and drive and work ethic and discipline about himself that we now really own and know. We felt like we were doing the right thing, and if it wasn't, we fix it. We feel like we got a lot to prove. We haven't done much yet.
Tuesday's normally a day off for the Seahawks, but this is not a normal week with a game on Thursday night. Hi again, everyone. Tony Ventrella, Seahawks.com. Getting ready for a big game against the 49ers in just 3 days is a challenge mentally and physically.
We're up against a very difficult team to play, and it's very challenging that they're so good on defense and they're so diverse on offense. And special teams is excellent, so it's just we have all we could want to match up against. So we're excited about the opportunity. Looking forward to Thursday night.
Guys, this Seahawks team ranks 2nd in the league in scoring defense. They have more wins than all but 2 teams in the AFC, and yet they're not getting a lot of love. Is this an oversight?
I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I think if you really look at your good people that know football, obviously Darren Sharper's not one of them. The numbers do not lie, but it's really about, it's the game inside the game. It's matchups. San Francisco last year, 2 wins, Seattle 0.
In recent weeks, the Seahawks have faced pass-oriented offenses. That'll change Thursday with the 49ers' strong rushing attack and balanced offense. And again, with the shortened week, tomorrow there will be a short practice or a walkthrough for the Seahawks, and then it's time to travel to San Francisco for the game on Thursday night. I'm Tony Ventrella, Seahawks.com.
Both teams come in at 4-2, but they come in on very different Sundays. For the Seahawks, a come-from-behind dramatic win over the New England Patriots. And with a rookie quarterback in Russell Wilson, they're starting to believe, aren't they?
Both teams are 4-2. It's early in the season, and we're in for a street fight tonight. This is going to be a brawl. It's not for the faint of heart, okay?
3 wideouts to the top of your screen on 1st down at the 29. Play fake. Wilson fires out. Marshawn Lynch out of the backfield. Puts his head and shoulders into Deshaun Goldson and takes him for a ride.
And that's what we're going to see tonight. That's what tonight's football game is all about, right there.
That one got him a 1st down. Now they go back to him on the ground, and Gore's into the secondary. Out to midfield. Pickup of 18, just like that. So 1st down at the 37-yard line. Back to Marshawn Lynch, and Lynch, big hole into the secondary, taking tacklers with him, throws a shoulder in at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 15. Seahawks back in 49er territory at the 35-yard line. Rushes out of the pocket. Willis is going to bring him down, or Bowman, I should say, at the line of scrimmage. 1st down at the 14. Seahawks with a field goal lead. Marshawn Lynch straight up the middle. Just keeps those wheels turning all the way out to the 29-yard line.
Screaming for a tight end.
2nd and 7. Throws across the middle again. Complete. Heading to the corner. Walker to the 1. The official on the far side had his foot down at the 1-yard line. But it's a touchdown. And the Seahawks need a touchdown to tie. 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming. Play action. Wilson. Look out. Got rid of it just in time, but he throws into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Goldson. First mistake of the night. Remember, Russell Wilson's completed 1 pass this half. He needs a whole bunch of them here. And 2nd and 5, Wilson in trouble, and down he goes. That's the one thing you can't let happen. Aldon Smith with the sack. Going to be a happy cold tub for the 49ers. They bounce back after losing to the Giants last week, get their offense in gear in the 2nd half, mostly with Frank Gore, and they win this one 13-6.
There was plays in this game that we'll always want to know, what would happen if we make that play. And it was so close at 10-6, you're right there, and even at 13-6, we felt like we're the score to tie it up and keep on going. I'm not pleased with what we did on defense because we allowed them to run the football on some stuff that shouldn't happen, and we need to do better.
Moochie was 12 and 4.
One more.
I love that. One more.
I ask you again, who's got it better than us?
good news, and of course we mentioned this right after the game Sunday, with 8 games remaining in this NFL season, 5 of them are at home, including the next 2, including the next one on Sunday against the Vikings.
This is really important to us. It's really important, and we've always made, anything that has to do with finishing something, of the utmost importance, and this is the beginning of the finish, if you will, and so coming home. And after getting knocked around, not getting those wins on the road, this is really crucial that we play well at home, and we take advantage of our fans and in the setting and all of that, and knowing that we have a heavily weighted schedule at home. I'd love to see us get momentum and play great and get cracking right now. So that's what our expectations are, and there's some pressure that comes along with that. This is important to us, and hopefully we'll be able to play a good game. Minnesota's really good, and they do a lot of really good things, and they're going to make it really hard on us. And just like we see, every week the games are so hard and they're so competitive, and there's nothing to change that this week with them coming in.
We got to tackle real well today. Tackling Adrian, tackling Percy. That's the challenge because they're really good. We tackle those guys well, and they don't get a lot of extra stuff, then we'll be okay.
Back to Adrian, stretch right, shakes a tackle at the 22, turns the corner at the 30, cuts left at the 40, he gets by Cam Chancellor, and Adrian Peterson is inside the 5 and taken down at the 1-yard line.
Maybe the most explosive player in the National Football League, a 74-yard run on the second play of the game.
What the hell was that, Rob? What the hell was that? Goal line.
Peterson gets it, looks right, punches it inside, he stopped, stood up, touchdown.
The Seahawks defense has only given up 84 yards a game on the ground, already given up 80 yards right here on this first drive.
Rock, what happened on the play? Talk to me. Let's go, we need you, now.
From the 6 of Minnesota, I-backs this time, as Rice goes in motion left to right. Lynch stays in the game. Play fake to him. Wilson's looking, has time, throws far side of the end zone, got a man there, touchdown, Seahawks! Golden Tate running across the back of the end zone from left to right from 6 yards out, and Russell Wilson and Golden Tate put the Hawks on the board with 8:52 to play here in this first quarter. 4-man rush, he has time, now he's got to scramble forward.
Come on, Sidney.
Pump fake, still on the run. On the throw, touchdown Seahawks! Sidney Rice in the back of the end zone.
Woo! Come on, get your crowd going now. Let's go. Come on now. We need you.
We need the ball, boys. We need the football right here.
And he lays up one down the far sideline, and getting to it is Browner, and he picks it off on the far side.
He caught it. Woo!
And this one's going in the books. 5th win on this 2012 season.
We start taking these forward steps, man. We just do not look back. Let's keep doing what we do. Let's keep practicing the way we practice, meet the way we meet, stay in it. We're feeling strong. You should be feeling ready. We got a big game coming up right here at home, right again. Let's do this again.
We at that point where we control what we control, baby. We gonna win this game, ain't no doubt about it. Let's go out here and ball.
Let's go, baby. Let's finish this shit today. Let's be the difference makers out here today, fellas.
Don't just beat them, dominate them today. Dominate them today. Every man, do your job. Let's go get it, man. Get up in here, man. Let's go, fellas. Hawks on 3. 1, 2, 3.
First down for the Seahawks. Wilson fires deep down the left side. The leaping catch made, touchdown! Golden Tate. Shotgun formation. Sanchez has Powell beside him. Sanchez takes the snap, bobbles it. Now looks. Now he's in trouble. Now he's swarmed under and he goes down. Back at the 10-yard line. Bruce Irvin is there. So Sanchez back for this 3rd down and goal. He pumps. Now he throws. And it's picked off. Richard Sherman on the interception.
You lead the league for all rookies when it comes to sacks. How satisfying is that for you?
Sanchez goes down. Bruce Irvin with his second sack of the day.
You're tucked away in Seattle. We hear talk of East Coast bias. So when it comes to your chances for winning the Rookie of the Year award, do you think you have a legitimate shot with guys like Andrew Luck and RG3 getting the bulk of the national attention?
3 wide receivers, 2 to the far side. Lynch make that Wilson play fake. Throwing downfield. Got a man out there. Sidney Rice. He's got it. Touchdown! Seahawks. A 31-yard, beautiful over-the-shoulder rainbow pass to Sidney Rice, and the Seahawks stretch their lead to 20-7.
Talk smack to Tom Brady with Optimus Prime. He played the Lions and Megatron. You're the king. People don't know this, and the Dikembe Mutombo finger wave don't come my way. What's up with all the bravado?
Do you have the best secondary in the league?
Now 3 receivers far side. Sanchez, look out. Richard Sherman's going to get there. The ball knocks out of his hands, and it's recovered by the Seahawks. Richard Sherman on that crash blitz came through untouched. Forced the fumble. Seahawks get the ball back from the Jets, who were driving on them.
Oh, man, I just play with a chip on my shoulder because I feel like a lot of people didn't think I should play in the game. You know, didn't think I had enough talent, did not have enough ability.
You know, to be honest with you, I don't really focus on that. You know, my goal is to win. My goal is to help my football team do whatever it takes to win. And, you know, we have a great football team, a great defense. Offense is really clicking right now. And we're just trying to do everything we can to win 1 week at a time.
I'm surprised that a rookie quarterback like Russell Wilson beat out Matt Flynn after they spent a lot of money in free agency at the quarterback position. It was the rookie from Wisconsin that not only won the job, but has gone out and won football games. And I'm sure Charlie will tell you, you've got to love what they're doing on defense. People didn't think that a college coach like Pete Carroll, even though he had been in the NFL, could translate well into the NFL. And boy, has he done so.
Win on the road, you got to pack a running game and your defense. Yeah. With the Seattle Seahawks, they also need to pack a 12th man because
there's too many to go.
They are a different team on the road. 1-4 on the road this year. Why can't they win on the road, Steve?
Yeah, and 5-0 at home. It's really different. And, you know, there's a lot of different reasons. But let's just talk quarterback play. Even veteran quarterbacks that have been in the league a long time have a hard time having a winning record on the road. Let's take a look at Russell Wilson, the youngster from Wisconsin. He's terrific at home. He's 11 touchdowns, no interceptions, but you go on the road now, he's thrown 3 interceptions. The run game hasn't been quite the same. See, football is a very communicative sport. You've got to be able to communicate with your guys, with audibles, with protections, with on the sideline, the whole thing, and that's a little bit different on the road, especially for a young quarterback. So that's a maturation process for the youngster, Russell Wilson. He'll get better as he continues to play, but they always pack their defense.
So in essence, it's a quarterback inconsistency.
Yeah, he's just, 8 interceptions on the road, none at home.
Right.
Considerably different passer rating, almost half the rating. So he's got to get better, and he will.
2 timeouts for Seattle from the Seahawk 3-yard line.
Russell Wilson has 97 yards in front of him against the Chicago Bears defense.
Peppers jumped. Here's a flag. Pass to an open tight end, McCoy, who is flipped in the air from the 32 of Seattle. He's going to keep, and Russell Wilson
got to get out of
gets
bounds.
the first down and then spins out of bounds. They're on the ropes in Chicago. 2 timeouts, and it's 4-down territory. They need 3. Pass caught for a first down by Zach Miller. Under a minute to play. Seattle wasting valuable time here. On the run, Sidney Rice with a catch inside the 15 of Chicago.
He's got to get up, call that timeout.
Pete Carroll came running down the sideline. 32 seconds left. 1 timeout, Seattle. Golden Tate at the bottom of your screen. Tate has it. He's running inside the 5. He leaps. Touchdown, Seahawks!
Touchdown, yes! Touchdown, Seahawks! It took that official all day to make the call. and the Seahawks score. Holy smoke! With 24 seconds remaining, I thought that official was never going to put his arms up.
Unbelievable. He's split down to your right. You can't see him. Now it's all yards after the catch.
Russell Wilson with his third chance to get a comeback in this his rookie season. The only other road win was at Carolina. 2 timeouts for Chicago. Cutler's going to heave it. And there's Brandon Marshall. He gets out of bounds. 9 seconds to play.
During the tough times, tell me about what kind of leader I'm getting here in this Russell Wilson guy.
For the tie.
I'm determined to be successful, and that's what I try to bring to the table. I try to make the other 10 guys better. Every single time I step in the huddle, that's my goal.
What a performance by the rookie quarterback from Wisconsin, drafted in the 3rd round, who led his team back in the final moments, and now must lead his team in overtime.
Playing drive, you wonder how much gas the Bears have left in the tank. They're going to need that D-line rotation.
And Russell Wilson keeps and slides at the 30-yard line. 3rd and 2 in overtime. Remember, the field goal doesn't win it. Russell Wilson has a first down on 3rd down and 4. Wilson has room to run, and again, a first down and in field goal range as he goes out of bounds. Russell Wilson has it to his left. Throws, and sideline catch is made by Doug Baldwin for a Seahawk first down.
Seattle is driven from its own 20. The first possession of OT. Lynch in the backfield, 1st and 10. Play fake, Wilson pumps, looks downfield, throws a dart, Rice in the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks! Seahawks win in Chicago in overtime. Russell Wilson is absolutely unflappable.
Well played, 97 score. Go ahead, guys. Okay, now there's a play there. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened. And first off, let me say it off the top. Quarterback, freaking, you were lights out.
I think everybody realizes in our locker room, too, the kid playing quarterback is an amazing kid. And we've seen signs of it all along. But he needed this, in my mind, and he would never say that. But he just because he needed it. And he's really exciting. And I just love the way he pulled this off today.
After that win in Chicago, Rich, Pete Carroll gave them a victory Monday. That means I'll see you on Wednesday. Right. Okay, fine. So here comes the plane flight back. He goes to every rookie and he says, we're in at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson with his class. All the guys, they said, come on in here at 9 and we're going to go through this film with a fine-tooth comb. And this is what he does as a leader. I think personally that you should be in the conversation of Rookie of the Year. Would it bother you if you're not in that conversation?
My competitive side, definitely. I want to be great. I want to be one of the people that, 100 years from now, everybody talks about. And that's the way I treat every single day. The other thing that motivates me is, all the people that said I was too short. It's not necessarily for me, but it's more so for quarterbacks down the road. People have said, you can't do this, you can't do that. That motivates me a little bit. Not necessarily for me, but more so for the generations to come.
He meets with Max Unger in the morning to go over all the protections. He meets with the wide receivers. This is his own meetings now. This is not a coach's meetings, and goes over the game plan and certain things. This guy's mature beyond his years. You get around this guy and you go, he's got it.
And you think about it, that Pete Carroll may have been the only coach. I mean, would you say that? Is that fair to say that he may be the only coach who would have given this kid a shot?
Pete either thinks he knows more than the rest of us or he does know more than the rest of us. And it looks like he does know more than the rest of us because he's got his team playing pretty darn good. He's that team right now that you don't want to play in the playoffs. So you got to give Pete credit. He has brought the team together in whatever fashion he's done it. You got to love what he's doing right now simply because they believe in what they're doing.
Skelton's throw to Fitzgerald. Battled for and knocked away. And it looks like Bobby Wagner has the football. And Wagner knocked down inside the 25 of Arizona. And Lynch carries. Look at Russell Wilson out there blocking for him. Can you believe this? It's a touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown run. Marshawn Lynch and leading the way his quarterback. Skelton from his own end zone. And it's intercepted. There goes Richard Sherman. That is a touchdown.
Richard Sherman steps in front of Larry Fitzgerald and takes it 19, and the Seahawks are blowing this baby open. Larry Fitzgerald lines up in the backfield on this 3rd and 6. Now he wings out to the far side. Skelton steps up in the pocket. He's going to let it fly down the far sideline, and that one's picked off by the Seahawks. On the far sideline, guess who? Richard Sherman with his 2nd interception of the game. Slot to the right side. Baldwin is in the slot on the left. Wilson out of the shotgun. Here comes the keeper. Wilson down to the 10, down to the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks! 4 wide receivers in. Wilson steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to scramble. He's going to pump fake. He's going to go 20, 15, 10. He's going to go. Touchdown, Seahawks! For the 2nd time in this first quarter. 3 receivers near side out of the shotgun. Wilson pulls the ball. He's going to run again. Down to the 10. Turns the corner outside. Down to the 5. Did he get in? He did! Touchdown, Seahawks! Holy smoke! That's 3 for the kid in the first half. From his own 30. Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Blitz coming. Now he has lots of time. Now breaks down, overthrowing. No, it's picked off Earl Thomas. Going the other way. Across midfield, still moving. 40, coming back. 35, coming to the left side. Fitzpatrick misses him down the near sideline. Earl looks like he could go 10, 5, what a run back. Touchdown, Seahawks. Earl Thomas throws the ball into the stands. What a play by Earl.
Well, I think we all agree Sunday's matchup, the rematch between the 49ers and the Seahawks, is the game of the year, at least so far. Hi again, everyone. Tony Ventrella, Seahawks.com. They met in Week 7, but both teams have evolved quite a bit since that game.
You know, it's almost another team playing. You know, we're more familiar with the offense, for one. Speaking on the offensive side, you know, run game's stronger, I think. You know, Russell has grown a lot, which is probably the most important part, you know, being a quarterback of the offense. So, you know, like I said, we're not going to do anything, you know, that we usually don't do.
It's a huge opportunity to take the next step, and we're going for it, and it's a championship game for us, as all of them are. But there is a lot of build-up around it. We got to play like we're capable, and that means we have to focus on doing our stuff and not get caught up in all that junk.
It's one of the great storylines of this game, right? As you look at sort of the soap operadom of it, the idea of these two guys being built up in this rivalry that dates back into their college experience and now here into the pros, their personalities couldn't be more different.
I think we are similar. I can't help but see that, you know, because they believe in playing, you know, big time defense, which we do. They believe in the running game, you know, which we do, and they have a very strong emphasis in special teams, which we do. And I think that's really the 3 pillars of what we're trying to put together here. That's what I know we're dealing with.
The Seahawks defense will face one of the best running backs in the NFL in Frank Gore and a potent 49er offense led by rookie quarterback Colin Kaepernick.
The thing that really jumps out is Colin's got such a strong arm, and he really, you know, can fire the ball down the field on downfield stuff along with their play out of their play action stuff. And then when he gets out and runs, he can really go. And so a little more apt to run than Alex, you know. But other than that, it's just 2 good guys running their offense, and they have multiple problems that they present to us. And so both guys did that.
All about physicality, all about testing your manhood, all about lining up and who can hit and break the other guy's will. And it's the same thing. And it's why it's another layer to this rivalry. It's why it adds to I think what Keem Chancellor said in that Danny O'Neill article. We don't like each other. I don't like the fact that we look across.
I like that.
And exactly. It's that sports hate that we talk about.
Yeah.
This isn't the alley, man. This is a street fight.
I think we're going to be okay as far as being hype and being ready to play. I do think that we need to not let our emotions get too high, also not let them get too low, and just keep it where we've been at the last 2 weeks. it starts today with practice. We need to come out, execute our plays that are put in. Fit our helmets for the linemen. Coming in and out our breaks for the receivers, and I think we should be fine. We don't have to do anything, more than we usually do. Just come out and play ball and execute.
That's exactly what the Seahawks have been doing since that first game at San Francisco 2 months ago. On that Thursday night, they didn't score a touchdown and still kept it close, losing 13-6. Since then, it's been a whole different story. Russell Wilson has thrown 13 touchdown passes and run for 3 more, and Marshawn Lynch has run for 8 touchdowns. And the Seahawks are 5-2 with a 3-game winning streak.
These two teams are going to go at it. We expect it to be physical. That's the way that's our style of play. That's their style of play, and so hopefully that'll make it a little harder on them for their cadence and their communications, and we can get a little edge there.
One of those deals where, we don't like them very much. They don't like us very much. So what do you do to people you don't like come to your house? Make it very uncomfortable. It don't matter if it's one person or 1,000 or 1,000,000. We don't whoop their ass. Hey, who's got my back? Who's got my back? I got your back. Who's got my back? I got your back. Who's got that swag? I got that swag. Who's got that swag? I got that swag. Swag. Let's have a great night tonight. We are prepared. Let's go out there and show it now. And let's enjoy. No matter what happens, let's stay together as a group. No matter what they do, we together as a group. We all we got. We all need.
Kind of a night here in Seattle with steady rain. Temperature is in the mid-40s. They're used to it.
Full 60 minutes. Let's do what we do up front. Execution. Do your job, man.
If we stop the run, we win. If we run the ball, we win. They can't hang with us. Let's go. They can't hang with us. Let's go, fellas. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
At the 24 after an 11-yard gain. He takes it in their form of the pistol and gives it to Marshawn Lynch. And Lynch with a first down and inside the 10. And Lynch to the goal line. Touchdown. Beast mode, he calls it. Unleashing the beast. Touchdown, Seattle.
That is some start for this football team who over the years have been beaten up a little physically by the 49ers.
Seahawks with their second possession. Wilson at the reaching for the snap. Throws. Caught. Touchdown. That's Marshawn Lynch into the end zone for the second time tonight.
This could not have started any better than this.
3rd down and 6. And Kaepernick wide open and making the catch. And what a shot. Flag is thrown. In fact, 3 of them. Davis lost the ball. Cam Chancellor comes in. He's the first guy in there. Vernon Davis, as he's ready to collect it, and he's going to blink his way probably over to the sideline. David Akers, who's missed 10 already this year, and this is a chip shot, 21-yarder. Lee to put it down. And Akers kicked it, blocked, and then it is picked up and run back by Sherman. And Richard Sherman is out in front, and Richard Sherman's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Seattle. Noise can register on some seismograph right now.
Red Bryant right in front of number 55 right there is going to split the gap, get his hand in the air, and that is that. The chip shot field goal turns into a disaster for the San Francisco 49ers. What a turn of events on that drive. You get the shot that should not have been a penalty and ends up a touchdown for the Seahawks. Go figure.
3rd and goal, 15th play of the drive. 3 receivers set to the right. And a fade is thrown and is caught for a touchdown by Doug Baldwin. Carlos Rogers there, and Baldwin able to get both feet in for the touchdown. Now 3rd down and goal from the 3-yard line. Kaepernick, chase, throws, picked off in the end zone. That's Richard Sherman. What a night for Sherman. The kid who played his college ball for Jim Harbaugh, killing the Niners tonight.
Hey, happy birthday, Harbaugh. Hold that. Hold that.
You know, you get to the point in the season, and we're there right now, and we're always talking about the team you don't want to see in the playoffs. And that team is becoming the Seattle Seahawks right now. Seahawks win it by a score of 42-13, and Seattle is in the playoffs.
This is what it feels like. And I want to tell you that. I've been telling you for a long time, you ain't done nothing yet. Well, tonight, you did something tonight.
Wilson goes under center. High backs again. With Lynch behind him. Play fake. Wilson's going to dump it off in the flat for Michael Robinson. Wide open. Touchdown! Seahawks! Michael Robinson spikes the ball in the back of the end zone and it bounces into the stands. Russell Wilson now ties Peyton Manning with 26 touchdown passes as a rookie.
First off, for the whole group, congratulations on finishing. Congratulations. Ain't only one team in the NFL when ain't no one home. Nice job, fellas. That's us right here. This has been a fantastic season. To get to 11 wins, fellas, that's hard to do that. Not very many teams can do it. It happened because you stuck together and you were so tight the whole time. And when things got tough in the middle of there, we just got stronger and we hung together. House kept, all you guys kept talking to us and reminding us, I don't know about House, but talking to us about staying tight throughout the whole season. It's a big accomplishment. Go ahead, QB, break him down.
Let's be special, man. Let's be special in this playoffs. Here we go. Hawks on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hawks!
Wilson and the Seahawks finished the regular season a league best 8-0 at home, but just 3-5 on the road. And this is one of the teams, guys, that we talked about. This was the difference between playing on the road and playing at home. So, Michael, what do you think? What will it take to win at Landover Field?
Well, I think they have the confidence now. You know, they've gone in Chicago, they've won in Carolina, they've won later in the year, and I think that guy right there we watched, and you listen to his clip, Russell Wilson, he's got a great command over this team, and his leadership has infected this team.
Dictionary.com defines insanity as a derangement of the mind. Its definition of misfit is to fit badly. That's why many people thought Pete Carroll was loco when he thought he could put together this bunch of misfits and then conduct himself as a secondary. No one could have prophesied this band of unwanted brothers coming together to form a legion that, if you ask people like Vernon Davis, will lower the boom. They've earned the moniker, the Legion of Boom.
Let's just do it right now to get it out of the way. I've taken a beating on the set because of the start. When you guys started, so I said, I don't know if Seattle will make it. What happened?
I think a big part of that is the progression of Russell Wilson, and then, you know, us on the defense, we're playing good football at the right time.
Ball picked off. Richard Sherman in the end zone brings it out. Ball game, baby.
There are not many people probably thought of you like what Pete Carroll thought of you. Went out and said, this is going to be my unit. How does it make you feel?
Man, I appreciate him. I appreciate him because he put together a ragtag group of guys that nobody would have ever put together. You know, he took a undersized safety out of Texas and made him, you know, one of the best safeties in the NFL.
Intercepted by Earl Thomas inside the 5-yard line.
He took Cam Chancellor, a guy who people thought was too fat, too big, and was going to play linebacker, and made him one of the most feared safeties in the league. You know, he took Brandon Browner and Richard Sherman, you know, two guys nobody would ever think would start in this league.
Getting to it is Browner, and he picks it off on the far side.
Best cornerback tandems in the league. Give it to me. Who is it?
I think we're the best DBs, and I mean, it'd be hard to make an argument for anybody else because I think the way we play ball, the way we play together, there aren't many completions out there to be had.
Look at this. This your T-shirt out here. The Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
Where did this come from?
Well, it kind of came from the fans. They were calling in, just, you know, on Twitter. They're like, oh, man, we got to come up with a nickname for y'all. And they came up with 3.5 men. They came up with all this crazy stuff, man. And it was hilarious. And then one of them came up with Legion of Boom. And we like that because we were out there trying to thump them.
You guys, over the second half of the season, you've won 7 of the last 8. What clicked for you in the second part of 2012?
I think everything just came together. I think defensively, they've always been playing well. Special teams always been doing their job, and offensively, we just figured out what type of team we want to be. So, you know, we put it all together, and we're playing well every week in and week out.
Describe to me the process, the transformation of Russell Wilson from the first time you saw him, probably back in the spring. You know, when he was doing workouts, to now where you guys are here.
You know, from the moment that I shook his hand and had a conversation, I knew that he was going to be a special kid. I knew he was very special. I didn't know what it was that made him special, but, you know, every day shows up to work early, leaves late. You know, he's the type of person that you want as your quarterback, and I'm excited to be a part of this, and it's fun watching him grow. It doesn't surprise me because every week he works so hard, you know, and he's always looking to get everyone around him better. So, you know, just very, very happy that we got Russell.
Washington's challenge, can they keep him in the pocket? Are they going to be able to contain him, make him become a pocket player? Because his foot quickness, his athleticism have been the difference lately. But to me, the number one quality, really, Sterling, has been his mental toughness. And that has been instilled in their football team. And now that's why they're better on the road. His mental toughness is making this team better.
Now the playoffs are here.
Running to the left to the 10. Touchdown! Touchdown, RG3!
As you get ready for an RG3, how much of having a guy like Russell Wilson prepares you for that game?
They're two guys that are pretty similar. You know what I mean? They like to run the zone read options and things like that. Get on the edges, move around. You know, so Russell Wilson will be a good look, has been a good look for us, you know, all year long.
Santana Moss, Pierre Garçon, what are your thoughts on those receivers?
I don't think there's anything that we can't handle.
We played against Santana Moss last year. He did a little bit of talking, but you know, he got smacked around a couple of times, and you know, if that's where we want to take it, you know, we'll take it to getting smacking him around a couple of times, you know.
Let's go, man, get it up!
We're a bunch of nobodies, but we're nobodies you ain't throwing that ball on, you know. We definitely feel that way, but we'll take it, you know, we'll take it as far as we can.
Who's got my back? I got your back. Who's got my back? I got your back. Who's got that swag? I got that swag. Who's got that swag? I got that swag. Swag. It's our time. It's our moment. It's our destiny. Ain't nothing they can do about it. Ain't nothing they can do about it.
Washington Redskins, the NFC East champions, are hosting the Seattle Seahawks in this wild card matchup.
Right, these are two hot teams coming into this game. Both are rolling in, and for the Seahawks, they're not the same Seahawks you may remember from the past couple of years. They're dynamic at quarterback with Russell Wilson. They've got a great running back in Marshawn Lynch. They're big on defense. They're punishing hitters. They've got speed on the edges, and it is a big challenge here in this game for the rookie RG3 in this Redskins offense. Kickers have already changed their shoes. It is a sloppy track. And almost a slip by Hauschka as he kicks it away. And this, Niles Paul on the return. Out to the 20, and that's it. 2nd and 2. First throw, a completion, first down. Pass is caught by Garçon. And Pierre gets 9.
And already physical on the outside, as you will expect throughout this game.
That's Paulson in motion. Griffin keeps it. And to the sideline, has a man. That's Garçon. And the former Colts got a first down inside the 25. Toss to the rookie running right. Morris cuts back, down inside the 5. Russell Wilson watching it as the Redskins are trying to cram it right down the Seahawks' throat on the first possession. Now 3rd down and goal. Griffin, end zone for the touchdown. Evan Royster.
Did they run the boot? They ran the boot. Did they run sticks? They ran sticks. Stay poised. Stay focused. They haven't changed the thing, all right? It's us. It's us.
Well, the Redskins had everything going there. A lot of Alfred Morris, and then for Robert Griffin, he did a nice job throughout that series of throwing the football.
Wilson in trouble. Down he goes. London Fletcher. Well, this crowd is charged up. This organization has been revitalized by number 10. Griffin finds his man and has got a first down with Moss. A gain of 10. 3rd down and 1. Griffin keeps it, finds his tight end, Paulson. And Logan Paulson's got a first down. Inside the 5, a gain of 11. Quick set up and throw, touchdown Paulson. And a flag at the end of it for a hit on Griffin.
Joe, I think Pete Carroll's absolutely stunned by what's happened here in this first quarter. I don't think he anticipated for a moment that the Redskins would be able to come in with Alfred Morris and run the ball as effectively in this game as they did last week against Dallas.
So first down and 5. Ball pops out. Loose and picked up by Lynch. And Marshawn Lynch is going to be out of bounds just outside the 35 and won a break as number 24 was there to pick up the loose ball. Wilson finds his man, and the catch made by Robinson, the fullback. It's 2nd and goal. Wilson, Robinson, wide open for the touchdown. 2 touchdown catches during the regular season for Robinson, and that was a big one from Russell Wilson.
You look at Seattle coming into this game, I mean, they're a young football team, and they found themselves down 14 points and really scrambling. I think it caught everybody by surprise what Washington was able to do there in that, the first couple of possessions, but they've settled in the last 2 offensive drives have really been huge for this Seattle team to come away with 10 points.
Aired out, Garcon, and picked off. Intercepted by Earl Thomas. Morgan on the tackle, but the first takeaway for this Seattle defense, and it's Earl Thomas.
Hey, they don't just throw that thing up. They don't just throw that thing up. Let's go. Let's go. We off the field. Your weak ass, get your weak ass off the field. Get your weak ass off the field. Get your weak ass off the field.
Hey, what I say? Game changer. All day, baby.
Right back on offense. At their own 41, Wilson keeps it again. Right up the middle. Russell Wilson into Redskins territory. And down inside the 30. Total switch from the opening quarter, which was dominated by Washington. For Russell Wilson, it's in his hands. Faced with 3rd and 10. Blitz again. Seahawks pick it up. Out of the backfield, the catch is made by Miller. And Zach Miller's got a first down inside the 35. 3rd down and 5. It's Lynch. First down. Still going. Gets a block from his quarterback and is in for the touchdown. How about the rookie quarterback sprinting downfield to get in front of Marshawn Lynch to help get him into the end zone?
Well, you think about the Seattle Seahawks season and that win that they had in overtime on the road at Chicago, and what they did, what that game did for this team's confidence in knowing that they could go on the road and come from behind and win a game. And even when they were down 14-0, boy, it sure looked good for the Washington Redskins, but the Seahawks hung in there.
4th down and 14. Blitz from Seattle. Cousins gets hit and it's incomplete. The Seahawks brought pressure and the Redskins couldn't block it. Pete Carroll, who gave it a try with the Jets, gave it a try with New England. 2 times in the playoffs for the Patriots, is going to get a win here. They got that stunning upset at home over the Saints a couple of years ago, but this has a different feel to it. At least in my opinion, they have every reason to believe they can get all the way to New Orleans in the Super Bowl.
This year, a young team, a great draft class, a phenomenal rookie season by Russell Wilson. Seattle Seahawks are going to be around a while.
This is a terrific accomplishment for us. We know that this was something that I was hoping you were thinking it was going to happen. You were planning on it. I think your minds were in it the whole way. It got nasty there, all 14 zip, but it just didn't waver us, and that's so important because it ain't about how you start, fellas. It's how you finish, and you know that. Let me ask you, can you win a game in the first quarter? No! Can you win the game in the second quarter? No! Can you win the game in the third quarter? No! Can you win the game in the fourth quarter?
The only rookie quarterback to win on this day. You're first in the playoffs. Describe the sentiments that you're feeling right now.
Well, it was a tremendous win, a great team effort. We battled from the very first play to the game all the way to the end, and that's what it takes in the playoffs. And we did a tremendous job of doing that tonight. Coaching staff did a great job of calling plays, and we made plays when we needed to.
Great team win. We faced a little adversity in the first half. They came out swinging on us, and
We got down 14-0, but we didn't point any fingers. We made a couple of adjustments, and then we went from there.
To beat this team, this is a good football team, and they're on fire, and a crowd and all that. And so we're going to take this next step heading into Atlanta, and we'll have a full week and get back to business when we get back in town.
6 in a row. How hot are the Seattle Seahawks?
Oh, we're hot, but when you're in the playoffs, you just take one game at a time, just like we had done all season. And now we got to play a tough team in Atlanta. It's going to be a tremendous game, and obviously they've got a lot of talent, and we got to play at a great level.
Hey man, remember, stay humble. We supposed to be here. It ain't no surprise. Let's go, fellas. Hawks on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hawks! We fast, physical, and we gonna hit him in the mouth every single play. Every single play. Play Seahawks football. It's destined. It's destined. You gotta believe it.
The Atlanta Falcons hosting this divisional round playoff game. They've been so dominant here at home. Pete Carroll, 61 years young, grew up in San Francisco. In his 3rd year, and has turned around a veteran roster into the 2nd youngest team in the league. He was forced to bring in a new kicker this week after the injury to Steven Hauschka. Ryan Longwell, the longtime Packer, puts a foot on it, and we're underway. Jaquiz Rodgers, 2 yards out of the end zone. And he is tripped up at the 25 as Atlanta won the toss and elected to receive. They are led by the #1 pick back in 2008, Matt Ryan. And plenty of weapons all around him.
All we got to do is withstand this initial punch. They're going to be juiced up.
Matt Ryan had his best season in the NFL, but today faces one of the most rugged defenses he has encountered all year long. 2nd down and 10, and Turner. Strong running. All the way up to the 40-yard line. Take the run. Ryan rolling. And that is a catch by Roddy White for a 1st down. 3rd and 3, 10th play of the drive. Pump fake twice. And batted down. How about the play by Sherman? Closing speed in the end zone. 3-0 Atlanta. Lynch escapes one tackle, and he's inside the 40. Ball is loose. Atlanta has recovered. That was the initial signal given by the first official. Now a 2nd official gets it correct and turns the other way as well. 2nd straight playoff game, a fumble from Marshawn Lynch. And now Ryan. Perfect throw. And the catch by Julio Jones to the Seattle 48-yard line. 1st and goal from the 1. Ryan. To Tony Gonzalez and a touchdown.
Right on the end line. What a magnificent throw and catch. Right foot down, left foot down. The future Hall of Famer has got yet another touchdown on his resume.
Keep fighting. Let's go. They don't get nothing else.
First time in a game, Seattle's knocking on the door. We got a 4th down, and Pete Carroll's going for it.
This is confidence in your team. It tells you where they think they are in this game to have to go for a 4th down.
They give it to the young man, Robinson, and he is denied the 1st down.
Hey, this game finna turn into something we don't want. And we don't start taking advantage of stuff.
1st down and 10 at Seattle's 47. Ryan in the gun with Rodgers to his left. Play action to Quiz. That's going to step up. Look out. Roddy White is out there. And it is caught. Oh, a touchdown for Roddy White.
And now a point after away from a 20-0 lead. 2nd youngest team in the league. And the hottest team in the NFC. They have dug themselves a 20-0 hole. Big play here, 3rd and goal from the 11. Wilson is sacked. And now they have to hurry. They're going to go for it. Be forced and won't even get a snap off. Wow. They throw it to the end zone. Now we wait. No. Unable after the sack to get the field goal unit out of timeouts. An already difficult opening half for Seattle ends in bitter fashion.
The freshness of a bye week for them is wore off. Now it's time to play football.
Well, this is reminiscent of last week with that tough start in Washington. There again, they've been there, done that. We're going to see if they can emotionally rebound the way they did last week against Washington.
Do you get the feeling, though, Brian, this is an important offensive series, if for no other reason, confidence? So here we go in the third quarter. Can Seattle get it turned around, trailing 20-0? And Wilson to throw it on first down. He's done a lot of that in this game today, and that has not been the MO due to the best rushing attack in the NFL.
Which leads to the typical play-action pass and shot down the field. Russell Wilson's having to do it from almost a straight drop back every time right now.
Second down and 18, and a quick hit. And that is a first down reception on a second down and 18 on a catch by Miller. Wilson to throw it on first down, and a wide open Golden Tate inside the 5, and he'll tiptoe into the end zone. A touchdown for the Seahawks. Opening drive of this third quarter. And the Seahawks finally reach the end zone. Seattle hoping to make playoff history. 20 points, the largest road deficit for a comeback win. Second down and 10. Jones inside the 20, all the way to the 22-yard line. Blitz coming. Ryan delivers, and look at the strength of Tony Gonzalez. See, the first time, and it's his fourth career playoff game. Ryan has eclipsed 200 yards passing, and it's Snelling who finds the end zone.
Great response by the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, took the words right out of my mouth after a 9-play, 80-yard touchdown drive to give some momentum the Seahawks way. Takes a run and now looking to throw it. Fires down the middle of the field. Golden Tate came back to get the ball. And Tate up to the 48-yard line. That'll be a first down. And now on first down, Wilson fires, and it's caught by Rice, and that's a first down to the Atlanta 40. Wilson looks down the field, and there's Miller left alone once more. And he's out of bounds at the 13-yard line. 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Seahawks in business. They fake it to him. And Wilson will run it in for the touchdown. So now a point after away from trailing by 13. Mike Smith, you've known him well, known him a long time. That clock, I would imagine, can't tick quickly enough. Russell Wilson has been able to put up a pair of touchdowns here in the second half after getting blanked in the first half. But they need one of these young dynamic defenders to make a play. Trailing 27-14, and Ryan throws it down the field, and it's intercepted. Or was it out of bounds? No, it is an interception, a second straight week for Earl Thomas. You wonder about that decision by Matt Ryan. That had no chance of being caught. The takeaway by Thomas and the Seattle defense. Wilson looks down the field. Sidney Rice has it and steps out of bounds at the Atlanta 38-yard line. Seattle on the move. Urban cuts it back to the inside. inside the 5 and run out of bounds at the 3-yard line. How about the moves by the rookie out of the Utah State? And now with 9:42 to go, the Seahawks inside the 5. Play action fake, wide open. And an easy touchdown to Zach Miller. And don't look now, here come the Seahawks. It's Russell Wilson in 7 of the 16 Seattle games this year. His team had a chance to win with under 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. They won 4 of those games, 3 of them on touchdowns by Wilson. All of a sudden, things have tightened up considerably here in Atlanta. So now the pressure clearly, as if it wasn't there already on this Atlanta team to get a playoff win. This series a microcosm of the pressure that they have felt since being eliminated last year by the New York Giants. Ryan steps up and falling down after making a catch is Drew Davis, and look at that Seattle sideline. Springing to its feet collectively after denying first down yardage, and the Seahawks will get the football back. 3 game-winning touchdowns in the first quarter or overtime. Most since a merger in 1970. Can he do it here in the postseason? 2 minutes to go in Atlanta, and Seattle down by 6. Wilson looking, and he finds in the middle of the field Golden Tate, who spins out of 1 tackle, and that's a first down to the 32-yard line. Well, one can only wonder what is going through the mind of Mike Smith right now.
This is likely 4-down territory.
Blitz coming. Wilson escapes the tackle. Will get the first down, and then some to Lynch, who's stuck in the end zone and run out of bounds at the 5-yard line. They'll call it the 4-yard line. 34 seconds remain with 34 seconds left trying to get to the end zone.
He has yet to get into the read option and keep the ball. This would be a heck of a place to do it.
They just give it to Lynch, who fumbled the ball, but then it's picked up by Unger for a Seattle touchdown. And now the officials are conversing over this. They will gather with the
After
verdict.
reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is confirmed. Brawl broke the plane of the goal line prior to coming loose. Touchdown.
So it was a touchdown for Marshawn Lynch. And that pretty much tells you the overwhelming feeling here in Atlanta. A point after to give Seattle the lead. And it's good.
And the Seahawks take a 1-point lead.
The magic of the Pacific Northwest has continued here on the road.
31 seconds left, 28-27 Seattle. No one, starting with Mike Smith, could have seen this coming, up by 20.
Gotta believe, boys, we're gonna win it. Let's go, Matt, this is what we're all about, right here. 31 seconds, need a field goal.
Matt Ryan has 2 timeouts left.
The timeouts allow them to go to the middle of the field should they choose. Otherwise, you're looking at deep outside routes.
Ryan steps up, throws, and the catch by Harry Douglas, and it's to the 48-yard line, and a timeout.
With 1 timeout, it leaves you the option of throwing the ball in the middle of the field should you choose, rather than having to make the outside throw like we just saw.
Bryant's season long is 55. Ryan caught by Gonzalez. Well within field goal range now. 1 timeout left. Ryan trying to get him to the line of scrimmage. Nope, they're going to call timeout. 13 seconds left. 49 yards away from Matt Bryant. From the right hash. Good snap. Good hold. And it is good.
remain.
You got to squib this one. You don't give Leon Washington a chance to crank this one up.
They've got Doug Baldwin and Golden Tate up in front of him. Robert Turman there as well. And a very short kick that is knocked down by the front line of Seattle. And now all of a sudden you have 6 seconds left. Holy mackerel.
Well,
who has the football is where we start. Wow. Well, Atlanta. Brian, do you not have a chance? Do you not have time enough to run a sideline route and then a chance for a field goal? I mean, it's only a field goal from winning.
Yeah, you do. But in 6 seconds, you're going to cut it awfully close. And Atlanta recognizes anything in the middle of the field, it's done. You got no chance of coming up and running a play.
They got Julio Jones all the way back. And they complete a pass and out of bounds with 2 seconds left is Baldwin.
2 seconds, we're going to win it.
Well, they needed to get more yardage than that if that was their only shot before a field goal change.
Yeah, this makes it a little easier to take a shot at a Hail Mary. And you know what the odds of that are, but of course this team has lived it on the reverse side of it. Wow.
The miracle win over Green Bay during the regular season. Now the throw to the end zone. Intercepted by Julio Jones, and the Atlanta Falcons will play in the NFC Championship game.
And the season is over for the Seattle Seahawks.
I can't imagine, anybody expecting that we were going to have a chance to get back in that game, except for the guys in our locker room. And they knew that we had a chance to get back in the game. They felt it the whole time. And I don't know why they think that way, but they do, and they did. And we got back in it and got ahead. Just an amazing football team we have. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. I mean, to hang like that and be that tough and to finish like that and execute like that, it's just an amazing group, and we're really won't count on these guys. Been pretty good for some time now.
Obviously, it's very disappointing, and we had high hopes for the rest of the season. When the game was over, I was very disappointed. But right before I got back to the tunnel, walking off the field, I got so excited for the next opportunity next year. Of looking forward to what we have in the future. We have a great football team.
The way we fought back was impressive. That's how it is on the road. We fought back and, gave ourselves a chance to win the game, so that's all you can ask for. These guys don't have anything to hold their head down about. Not at all, man. These guys played their tails off all year long, so we should definitely be proud of ourselves.
We're happy with where we're headed. Obviously, we think we should be playing still, but, a few bad breaks. But overall, going into the offseason, I think all these guys are excited. Because the sky's the limit for us. We have a lot of playmakers, and we have a lot of potential to be great.
We have an extraordinary following. It's very, very unique, and they did everything they could. We won every game at home. We need to get that darn playoff game at our place, and that's where the division is so important. And the Niners have done it, and they did a great job to get it. But that's for all of the obvious reasons. We're playing here today instead of playing at home today. I couldn't be more proud. All I could tell them after game 20 is this room is full of a really good football team. That's what that is. It's a really good team, and we're just getting started.
Look at this. Thank you, guys.
This is the reception we get back after a loss. Could you imagine if we won?
They finished strong last year, and they are so young. Is this a team that you think we're going to see in the playoffs for the next few years, or is this a team that just had a special year?
We got the youngest offense in the National Football League. I think we're the second or third youngest team in the National Football League. We got a bright future.
They're building a dynasty over there. They've got some good players over there who's eager to win. These guys are starting.
Obviously, a lot of people didn't have the highest of expectations for us, but we had the highest of expectations for ourselves. If we get to that position again, we'll be able to come through victorious and get to the Super Bowl. That's the end goal, and that's the only goal we're focused on.
Man, great effort, man. Unbelievable season, guys. We're going to win the Super Bowl next year. Get your mind around it. That's right. Here you go. Hawks on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hawks!
Who's going to win Super Bowl 48? Well, you voters surprised a lot of us at NFL.com, taking the Seahawks to beat the 49ers in the NFC Championship. No judgments. I picked Seattle as well. The reason?
Kaepernick, end zone, Crabtree.